What's up, everybody? Hello. Hopefully you're all having a good one. And welcome back. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. We are back again. Still a little awkward. Without kick in there. I know, but I was getting tired of the hi. I can help grow your channel. Here we go. We are set. All right, let's go ahead and do this thing. We are playing Judgement Paladin. Make sure I'm not muted. I am not muted. All right. Today, let's go. Hey, what up, Franix? How you doing? What's up? What are you up to today? A volcano. We need more. Season 3 in August. Yes, August. I guess I should say that now, just because we got the live streams. It becomes a VOD over on YouTube. So if you're tuning in because you saw the title on YouTube and you're clicking on the video, you're using the timestamps down below. August 21st, Season 3. I think I put it in the title, but nonetheless, if you didn't see it, August 21st, 2025, this year, Season 3. Looking forward to it. I already requested a week off. We shall see what happens. It definitely, it's got dino themes. My wife was excited. She's like, it's got dinos. I'm like, yes. It looks like it's got dinos. Season 3 Primalist time? I don't know about that, Mario. How you doing, man? I don't know about that. Which is, I will say, this is kind of odd because they've gone on record saying they're going to be doing a huge rework for, for the Acolyte. They add bow on Primalist. Why would they do that? Why would they add bow on Primalist? What's good, Savicus? Alright, what's good, Graz? Like the because of the goat man, you know, that if I'm not mistaken, that's a Wingari, right? That's like an NPC faction, or an NPC race. Unless it means we can now like shapeshift into Wingari. A hunter theme, but Beastmaster. This is true. Mike has talked about it on stream. What are you up to today, guys? How you guys doing? How you guys doing, man? It's good to see everybody in the chat again. I feel like we have spent a lot of time trying to get this sword to work. Okay. All right, Reign of Dragons. Reign of Dragons. Yeah. Yeah, I do find it kind of weird. You know, they've gone on this whole, you know, shtick. I'm not going to say shtick, but this whole thing about there being like a big Acolyte rework. I guess there isn't anything wrong with it. I guess thematically it doesn't really matter. Oh, you got it? Hey, let's go, man. Dude, I was so close yesterday. I was so close yesterday, Savicus. I almost had double T7, man. Like, I'm feeling your pain after you told me. I'm trying to think. What was this? The seasonal theme was the Weavers here. I guess it doesn't make sense. There wasn't any big, like, Sentinel themes. So I think that's probably fair. This week hasn't been good on slams. Are you talking about yourself or me? I mean, last week I had the Viper Tail controversy. Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me! Another? I got another 4. Look at this, another 4 LP Polaris, man. That is my second one this season. I mean, at this point, I am so desperate. I am literally so desperate. I will take... Yeah, I will take that. I will take non-LP transcribers just so I could possibly nemesis them. Man, I hope you guys are excited. Anybody taking time off for the new season? I mean, I don't know if I'll get it, but I put in the request. Oh, there we go. Streamer client, I mean, dude, it adds how do we say, it's a term of endurance. It's a term of endurance. Oh, Bike got something good. Streamer client. Though sometimes I push back. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do push back. I'm like, hey, not everything's streamer client. No, honestly, I'm just gonna stick with this. Hey, Savicus, I never asked you, do you get the weekends off? Or do you just presumably work every day? I farmed one-handed swords for 8 hours straight, and I didn't get a 4 LP Polaris. I have 16 3 LP and 10 2 LP. I only got a 4 LP Rainbow's Edge. Well, maybe I do have the streamer client then. Oh man, I already got a case of the yawnies again. I feel like I need to put... For me, getting a day off is a bad thing in my opinion. I would live at work if I didn't have to eat, sleep, shower. Really? Okay, so I guess I never asked you this. I always kind of considered you like a work from home type person. Not that you work from home, but that, like, I wish I liked my job that much. Yeah. I mean, I like my job, but not that much. Like, I know you don't work from home, but I figure like you walk outside, you're at work. Do I have a misunderstanding there? When you told me that, you know, you work for the forestry department and you lived in the woods, I'm like, well, it sounds like, you know, you're there. You step outside, boom, there it is. I guess I never thought about, do you have an office that you go to or anything? Okay. All right, well, here we go. My region is around 150-mile radius of around my house. I drive from area to area. True. Okay, that's fair. I think the only good thing about this for my current build would be the pen. If I can get the stats I need, the pen would probably be pretty nice. So let's see. No, I didn't get melee. I didn't get... I mean, this is a good sword. Like, yeah, this is a good sword for a melee fire build. Now, unfortunately, that cold damage does nothing, but, like, those are good stats. That's worth saving. Melee damage, no, unfortunately. Melee attack speed. Unfortunately, there's no way I can get that, yeah. Honestly, I just throw it on the ground. Melee lightning damage, okay. Chance to shock on hit, okay. And then you got fire damage. That's so far not terrible. I'm just gonna get rid of that one. Oh, oops, wrong one. So, what's that doing there? Time to cash in. All right, let's take a look at this. Melee fire. I mean, we'll just take it to its proper conclusion. All right, not a build that I would play. No, not a build I would play. Nope. I guess just for curiosity's sake. Okay. I mean, I got spell damage, but we want melee attack speed first. Well, it doesn't look like I'm gonna get anything that I'm looking for. Now, this one doesn't look too bad. It looks okay. But you got melee void damage, generic crit chance, and then yeah, no. Main thing we need is melee attack speed. I mean, the game's not going to let me do this. My last chance, guys. I don't even get a pity melee. Now, I mean, if I ever did a melee cold build, this might be kind of cool. I mean, the lightning pin kind of doesn't make sense. Okay, well, what of these would I ever save? Because that one's not too bad. Oh, man, no melee attack speed. Make some gold off. Make some gold off of that. Oh, no. Oh, wait, that one did get melee up. Nothing, though. Nothing worth writing home about. All right, so we have 2 LP. I don't think we have melee. You know, I don't think we have any. We got to find the items. Man, I really wanted to take on Uber Aberoth with this, but I've just been getting stuffed at every corner. Like, I feel like defensively, like, everything else looks good. This looks great. This looks great. Hey, what's up, Deej? We got this. I think this is a great neck. This could be better. We honestly don't really need the mana. So, yeah, we could do better on our helmet. Which one is this? Okay, that one. That one's a little out there. What you been up to, Deej? Feel like I haven't seen you the past 2 days. Everything okay? Or are you just lurking? You escaped the house? You missed yesterday? Nah, I thought I didn't see you here. That's all good. Hopefully everything's okay. thoughts. You guys hear about the season 3 announcement? Trying to figure out. Oh man, you're trying to deal with your insurance. They won't cover your bills. Ellie Dino Hunt, yeah. 1 step forward, 3 steps back. I mean, my very basic understanding of the insurance business, they have an interest in you staying alive and paying them money. So they'll cover small stuff, but once they start seeing like big stuff, that's when they that's when they start putting their foot down. Like, oh no, like they want an explanation. Like, why are we paying for all of this? Because they have a vested interest in you being alive, paying them money, but at some point they gotta, sunk cost fallacy. Like not sunk cost fallacy. That's bad, but like at some point you got to cut the rope if they think you're going to cost them too much money, which is terrible. They're refusing to cover my telehealth meetings with my neurologist, which is the cheaper option. Oh yeah, anything. I feel like it's so stupid. Anything in regards to mental health, like I don't know if that's what's going on here. A neurologist could cover a wide range of things, and you do not by any means need to go into any details, but essentially, like I feel like anything mental health, they treat it like an elective. Yeah. Oh, okay, you're right, because you said you had multiple sclerosis. Okay, yeah, that's a condition you have. Are they saying it's out of network? Yeah. Those freaking jokesters. Oh, man. Well, here's what I'm going to say, Deej. Hopefully you can get it resolved soon. He's a network, but he travels to our region from out of state, so the telehealth gets billed from his home state, which is out of network. Right. Yeah, I understand. They're in a bit of a predicament because he's located somewhere else, so you got to deal with that. You're out of state. Still, it does seem a little odd. Hopefully you can get that resolved soon. I will say this in regards to insurance. I know if I keep talking about it, I might get straight into politics or, just more real life in general. And I try to avoid that stuff on the channel. So, my sympathies, Deej. Hopefully that gets resolved real quick, man. That's just never a fun thing to be in. Yeah, no kidding. It'll get resolved one way or another. Just my weekly slams with Deej. Yeah, that's right. Slams with Deej. Excuse me. So no. I've given up that. I'm just trying to get a sword. Essentially what I'm doing. I'm picking up some of these swords. with T7 affixes. That's the T6, unfortunately. So check this out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use one of these. No, we lost too much there, so just shatter it. What we're trying to do is not lose too much fortune potential and turn this into melee attack speed. That way I can seal this and turn this into spell damage. I do not want the reverse. I do not want this to become spell damage. And I do not want to use Runes of Havoc. That is the rules of engagement here. Season 3 hype already? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. We don't know much. Dinos. Damage over time is good, but we need melee. I think at this point, yeah, we've lost too much. I have enough of these I can play around a little. We'll take it. No more waiting 8 months. That's what I said. The moment I saw it at work, I ran up front to grab a leaf slip, and I was getting ready to put it down for 2 weeks. Hey, what up, Javier, over on YouTube? How's it going, man? Evening. I was going to take 2 weeks off. I like ran up front, and then I was like, wait. They're actually hitting this number. They're doing it. They're actually hitting the 4-week number. I mean, it's 4 weeks, 4 days. I'm not gonna. It's not 4 weeks, 4 months. They're actually hitting it. So I'm not gonna hold them for 4 days. They're hitting their 3 to 4 months. I'm like, if they can maintain this cadence, I can't be taking off 2 weeks every time a season comes out. I did that before, or at least I attempted. The only time I was able to take 2 weeks off was when the game launched. After that, there was all this stuff. How's it going? Did you get Uber Abbey with the 2 LP sword or javelin? So I tried javelin. I need to spend more time on that build, Javier. I was not able to kill him. I was able to take him down to about 50% health, but he'll just like what that becomes though. Javier is just a war of attrition. Essentially, he has many attacks that can one-shot me, and I keep dodging them, but eventually something happens. Eventually, I get hit by something one-shot. So with a build like that, I would have to have so much damage that I would kill him fast enough, and I just didn't have it. So with this build, I have the tank, I just don't have the damage. So that's what we've been focusing on. So that's what we're trying to get, Javier. So we haven't killed Uber Aberoth at all. And the thing is, something like Uber Aberoth doesn't necessarily jive with the way I like to play the game. I like to play a build for a week, push corruption, move on. And Uber Aberoth, I feel he's mostly there for the people who want to focus on one build and push one build. Now, don't get me wrong. People have taken him out after only playing a couple days. They've done budget builds. Like, don't get me wrong. There's builds out there. I'm not those people. No melee attack speed. All right, cool. Let's keep it rolling. What about you, Javier? Have you killed Uber Aberoth? You're just taking off that Friday? Wait, you're not even taking off the day it comes out? Malric? It comes out on a Thursday, does it not? August 21st? Oh, I got it. Yeah. I mean, honestly, as of right now, I think Judgment Paladin's probably my best shot. If we're getting close tonight, I'll do a couple attempts tonight. If we're getting close, I might consider continuing Judgment Paladin into next week. I know that's gonna that's gonna kind of, you know, mess with my normal a build a week, but That is a goal that I wouldn't mind doing at least once. You know, at least once in my last Epoch career, taking down Uber Aberoth. Especially if, like, I don't know if they are, but if they ever nerf him, it'd be cool to say, oh, well, I killed Uber Aberoth before nerfs. Did I get my Helldivers cape? I haven't played Helldivers, so I would assume that it's there, but if you have to log in at a certain point, then maybe not. Isn't it risky to take a day off on launch? Might get server issues. They gave out the review bomb cape for free. Review bomb? Is that what they called it? Review bomb? Is separate from the Super Earth cape? Oh. I haven't been on Helldivers lately. Hunt Showdown season, I don't know what they don't really do seasons, they do events. So Hunt Showdown's current event is out. That's with the time I have between, you know, not playing last Epoch and, or making videos or anything. That's been the game I've been playing, but I can log in. It's actually a graph from the Steam review bomb. That's hilarious. All right, well, let's work on this helmet. What's good, everybody? Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you indeed. Oh, what's going on? Is Twitch messing up again? No, Twitch is doing fine. Twitch is doing fine. Thank you. Did I put... Oh, okay. Season 3 announced August 21st. Okay, cool. I put it in the title. I didn't want to, like, you know... Especially on YouTube, I didn't want to have clickbait. I just put it right there in the title. If you wanted to check out my stream, you could to ask my thoughts, but... I mean, are these even good? I mean, that one's somewhat good. Okay. Okay, yeah, helmet. Leonine. What do we got here? Mana, no, ooh. Could I make something work with this? Possibly. Oh, I was gonna be like, oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, this was not terrible. That's a lot of electrify chance. A lot of electrify chance. Health. No. Okay, here we go. Well, let's see what we can make happen. Channel cost. I'll probably just try to randomize those. Let's go for the seal. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Okay, cool. Let's go for the removal. Oh, oops. Let's go for the... We try and remove that physical resistance. Shatter it out of spite. Okay, cool. All right. What do we got next? That's a completed one. What about this? All right. We're gonna have to get extremely lucky here. Okay. Okay. Well, my current helmet is better by 10 health. I guess we could just try and do a YOLO removal. The necrotic damage taken as physical is not bad, so I wouldn't mind keeping that. Dexterity, not too bad. I would say it's the physical resistance. All right. All right. What? Oh, I got a bad feeling, chat. Oh, I got a bad feeling about that. It removed the health, didn't it? Oh, no. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so this can give me a chance to put on strength. Or, oh, I could put on healing hands. A couple extra levels to healing hands. That might actually just make it worth it. Because the necrotic damage taken as physical, that's not too bad. And then we just... Yeah, no, let's just do the healing hands. Let's play it a little safe. Well, there you go. Okay, I lose 10 health, and I gain 2 levels to healing hands, and I gain 82% healing effectiveness. So let's take the let's take the immune while moving. We got the synthesis of light. I don't really care too much about the damage, so we can either take the upfront healing. I think this right here is probably going to be a little bit better, a little bit more ward, so to speak, because it's actually a little bit more healing effectiveness. Okay. Okay, I think that was a pretty fortuitous. Okay, let's fight this dude. Welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully you're having a good one. Season 3 of Last Epoch announced August 21st. Many are speculating it might have some Primalist themes. I know they said it's going to be a big focus on reworking the Acolyte class. Kind of like what they did this season by introducing something new. You know, they introduced something new for the rogue and the more specifically marksman. That'd be kind of weird though to be introducing two new bow things. Right? Let me see if I can say this right. So season 2 they introduced Heartseeker for the rogue, and then season 3 they introduced bows for Primalist. That's what people are saying, that it might be a teaser bows for Primeless. So I do think that's kind of weird that they're focusing on reworks for foundational reworks for classes, Sentinel Season 2, Acolyte Season 3, and then as an aside, they include new goodies for bow in the bow theme. I do think that is a little odd. I think I don't know, because like at first I was like, is this like a new transformation? And then I was like, wait, that's a Wingari. That's a Wingari in the teaser. In the teaser, it's a Wingari. So I'm like, oh, okay. What did you guys, if you got time, I know I got plenty of people who like to play on a Friday night, so they'll tune in, have me playing in the background, whatever. So by no means feel any inclination whatsoever to try and, comment or whatever. But if you do, what was your guys' main takeaway from the teaser? I know it's 15 seconds, so it's not like we can completely deduce the entire structure of the season from a 15-second teaser. No, watch. I just said all that. Do offline players have access to seasonal content? Hey, what's good, Nixit? The answer is yes. They have not released a season yet where the offline client didn't get all the seasonal content. Well, there's a caveat there. In Cycle 1.1, this is back when they were doing cycles, right? Main takeaway was the nod to Jurassic Park. This is true. This is true. Clever girl. So, Nixit, to answer your question, in Cycle 1.1, this is back before they were doing seasons, they introduced Aberoth. This is before Uber Aberoth. They introduced Aberoth. And what they did is they excluded Aberoth from offline and from, legacy content, right? They excluded it from legacy characters until Aberoth was defeated. After which time, the next day, Aberoth became available for legacy accounts and offline characters. But that's been the only thing that's ever been excluded, and it was very temporary. So unless they announce something, I confidently can tell you that yes, seasonal characters offline, or even legacy characters offline, will be receiving the seasonal updates. Thank you.
It's over 9,000!
That's right. Main takeaway was the nod to Jurassic Park. So, obviously, they're hinting at, so for Season 2, the season we're currently playing, you're very welcome, Nixie. So, for Season 2, when they released the teaser, they released a teaser trailer, right? I think it had, we saw webs. We saw various things attached to it. And then it came with the date. We knew there was, spiders or something like that. Right. Yeah, I remember, the Karen-looking spider dropped down. And we kind of knew it had something to do with webs and weavers and whatever. So that was kind of the theme. So by them showing dinosaurs or dinos, we can, infer that there might be some sort of prehistoric amalgamation. I'm just saying. Also, it'd be cool to check out the ancient era. I'm also hoping by them expanding the ancient era, it means they've added to the campaign. I don't know if this is. Don't treat what I'm saying as gospel. Well, Act 10. Wait, Act 10 is out, or is this just, like, I don't watch the dev streams. They go on while I'm at work, and I can't always catch. I'll catch like Frozen Sentinel or Air in Action RPG's breakdown if they do one, but even then, I'm getting their interpretation, their breakdown, and on top of it, I don't always watch them, so. 99% confirms that Act 10 is coming out in Season 3. Well, this is good. This is good. Might be time for another turtle. Excuse me. 2 LP, let's go. They've already teased 2 new enemies. There's an armored lizard and a bee bear. I saw the bee bear. Did they confirm that was an enemy? I thought it looked kind of like a cosmetic, like a skill cosmetic, like a werebear, like a werebear skill cosmetic. Did they confirm that was an enemy, Savicus? Well, I don't know. I'm not trying to make you second guess yourself. I personally don't know. You think it's an enemy? Okay, that's fair. Like, it's an ancient era, so I'm expecting more animalistic. I'm expecting more animalistic enemies. I'm not expecting like void. I mean, I'm sure there'll be void enemies, but it's the ancient era. The void hasn't really entered the how do I say this? Void hasn't really entered the world yet at that point in the lore. My understanding of the lore is basic at best. But Void hasn't really entered. They said they kind of figured Void entered around 1000, year 1000 or whatever. And that's kind of where it's going on with the Emperor. So it wasn't even around in the Divine era, supposedly. let's get out of here. Okay, well, let's fight this boss here. So I've been thinking a bit more about, like, I really hope they do some sort of dungeon revamp. It's probably, like, I don't know if they have anything planned. They already kind of did a dungeon revamp with the introduction of the charms. So I'm not expecting anything beyond that, but I really like to see them, like, add some aspirational, like, content to the dungeons. I don't know if you guys remember, anybody who played in beta, dungeons, now to me they were, but dungeons used to be a bit harder. They're like, I think literally the scaling was higher. I would have to, like, go back on YouTube and look at some of my past streams, and I don't know if I want to go through all that, but I believe that, like, especially the Jewelra dungeon, like T4 Jewelra was, like, tough. And I agree with the nerfing of T4 Jewelra because she blocked a vital, like, aspect of the game. Like, imagine not being strong enough to take out T4 Jewelra to upgrade your gear to take out T4 Jewelra. So I agree with the nerfing of on a base level, but what if you added aspiration to the dungeon that you can make them harder for better reward? We've discussed this before. People have their own ideas of what that reward should be. I love hearing different aspects. I really think I kind of want to make that video because I was thinking about the Soul Bastion. Like, how much better would it be if you haven't been here before and you don't know what I'm talking about, you know, what do you mean by your aspirational ideas? The idea would be you would add multiple floors, but you could go to the boss after the first floor. Like, you could go to the boss after the first floor, do the thing, get whatever loot you're looking for. I feel like that's not even necessary anymore. They've introduced charms, right? But the idea is that you could fight floor by floor in the dungeon. This is my idea. This is not in the game. This is not whatever. But my idea would be you could go down multiple floors, thus increasing the difficulty. And then by the time you get to a boss, like, there would be a set difficult. There'd be a set, like, you can go down a total of 5 floors, and each floor would add to the difficulty. So then by the time you get to the boss, it's harder than just using a charm and going there right off the bat. You fight the boss, you would have better loot tables or even different loot tables for loot drops from that boss. And then when you get to like, you know how each dungeon has, like, their own, like, shtick, you would get better enhancements. For Temporal Sanctum, this is super easy. Multiple slams, right? Multiple slams. In my opinion, I think that's cool. You can knock out multiple slams in one go. I don't know how cool that is now that we have dungeon charms, right? It might just be faster to do the dungeon charms. So that needs some more thinking. I was thinking for the mountain boss, I was thinking, like, you go down and then you have different affixes you can get on the vault, or even, like, discounts, or so, like, the vault changes in such a way. Like, if you can make it all the way there, like, there's, like, some new interaction with the vault, be it different offerings, it's cheaper, something like that. Soulfire Bastion, I feel like it's kind of built in. You earn more currency. Do you like this idea? Hey, what's good, CK? So, I feel like Soulfire Bastion, it's kind of built in. You get better currency. You would get more currency. You would get better doors. And by all means, please, for the love of God, if we're doing T4 Soulfire Bastion, remove rare items, remove magic items, normal items, whatever from the shop. All right. At this point, if you're doing T4, you're looking for Exalteds. Like, that is just a slap in the face. So in this system, yeah, like you can get better rolls from there. Like I feel like this could be a worthy video, and I don't know if it's ever gonna happen, but I think it would do something with the dungeons that I don't know what it would take to code, but it could be. I don't know if it could be its own seasonal update, but it could be a part of a seasonal update. I don't know if it's possible. Joel Rose nasty before, yeah. Yeah, I remember struggling against that boss. And back then I thought it was kind of stupid because like on the one hand, she was the only real like hardcore difficult boss other than Orbis at high corruption. But at the same time, it sucked because she also was a gatekeeper of sorts. Like, if you're trying to upgrade your gear to do better corruption, and then you can't even beat the boss at T4 because you're trying to slam, like, I don't know, an Omnis or something that high, like, it sucked. It was cool to have an aspirational boss like Jura, but seeing that she also gate kept a vital piece of the game, it was, oh man. So whereas this would be like, okay, kid gloves off. Maybe she even has new mechanics or something. No, Savicus. So what I mean by that, keep the uniques, but take the rare items and the magic items out of the pool. I'm not saying become exclusively exalted, but what I mean is, like, people are there farming in-game gear. They're doing T4. Whatever that means. They're doing T4. Like, it's just kind of an insult to be like, cool, I'm doing T4. Let me go do this dungeon, which is already not that great to begin with in terms of drops. And then you do a roll, and you get like this magic item. Yeah, you get like this magic item. Like, oh, cool. It came with a sealed affix. Yeah, this is useless. This is literally useless to me. Oh. I know. You're looking at the burning avarice gloves and wondering if 40% melee attack speed is worth as much as fire pin and leech. And you would have the chance to. Here's the thing: the fire pin would work. The leech is off elemental. Oh, okay, yeah. Wait, is the fire pin for ignite or just fire pin? Because if it's for ignite, then no, that fire pin would be not very good there. Well, hello there. Hey, what's up, Dad? Yeah, because if it's the fire pin for ignite, I don't know how useful that fire pin's going to be for you. Yeah, Dad, I got your message about leech ray element. Fire pin for ignite. Well, how much ignite are you applying? That's gonna be only the ignite ailment. And Dad, I got your message about defeating Diablo on, what was it, Nightmare difficulty? Well done. On hardcore. I never made it that far in D2. I beat the game on base difficulty. Made it to the next difficulty and said, I'm good. Bye. This was a while ago. This was like a couple of years ago, though. That's a pain to farm. Yeah, better sticking with wing guards. I don't want to like poo-poo the whole thing. I'm just thinking, I think the main selling point in that regard would be the fire pin, and it's not going to do. I don't. The fire pin isn't going to be helping you. I think at this point, though, Savicus, take a look. Take a look at Hand of Judgment. All right, because this, if I'm not mistaken, this does scale with attunement, and it comes with fire pin. And like, yeah, sure, it comes with stuff for judgment that only works if you're unarmed. Don't even look at that. Just look at the fire pin and the attunement, because obviously you're not going to be playing this build unarmed. No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not trying to poo-poo anything for you, too. I just want to bring up some stuff. And I think you understand that I'm not trying to do that. I just don't want you to go through the trouble of getting all this stuff and then be like, it doesn't seem as good. It stayed 3. D2 can be pretty rough for hardcore. Yeah. So my father-in-law has been playing D2 a lot. Hardcore, he's on Nightmare difficulty right now. So I've been asking this question. The Stygian Dolls, Act 3, and the Serpents, Act 5 will wipe you out before you can react if you aren't careful. Well, he just defeated Diablo in Act 4 on Nightmare. Hardcore. So, okay, I guess watch out for the Serpents. So I've asked this question before, but in case anybody hasn't heard it, do you guys have a Season 3 wish list? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Season 3 wish list for at last Epoch. Now it's been announced. Obviously, they're not going to be adding anything that we think of. Maybe like we're trying to, you know, is there anything that you'd like to see? Necromancer minion upgrade. Take out Phoenix shrines. Yeah. I think my main wish list was the Woven faction. Don't nerf Sentinel that much. Balance Sentinel, but right. Don't nerf it into the ground. I'm not holding out hope, Saphicus. That with as much playtime as Sentinel has gotten, I feel like they're going to nerf Sentinel. And then here's the sad thing, right? Like creators like Misha. She's out here just like releasing build after build that is not Sentinel, that is just blapping Uber Aberoth. Healing Hand specifically? Yeah. Yeah. And she's doing budget builds on other classes that are not named Sentinel. Classes that people say got left behind. That are not good because Sentinel's just that much better. And it's like, you know... So I don't want to see a knee jerk. I don't want to see a knee jerk. My wish list is more stuff like Fury and Fortune. Actually, I could probably afford to put that in there. Piles of gold chance. Okay, cool. Double reward chance. Okay, that's fine. What else could I pull from? There we go. You would like to see some other classes get some power creep. That's fair. Yeah, okay, right. I started saying it and then my mind went elsewhere. So here's what I mean by that. I would like to see them introduce more. Hey, what's up, Pochops? I would like to see them introduce more juicing capability into the Weaver tree. Like, I think it'd be cool to juice your echoes through the Weaver tree. I'll try and show you. I was like in the middle of telling you guys, and I'm like, oh, I should do this, and then yeah. Yeah, right now it's just the Weaver tree's kind of weird. Like, there's some juicing, don't get me wrong, but it's very specifically champion juicing. Probably because champions are the new hotness, right? So let's take a look at this. I'm juicing right now. Yo, Reefer, what's good, man? What's good? Okay, so here, let me show you what I'm talking about. So right now, this is not what I would call juicing, all right? This is being efficient with the loot lizards, but this just gets you extra stuff. Percentage chance to get extra stuff. Chance to get extra stuff. 30% favor cash spawn rate stuff. That's what a lot of, you know, chance to get increased stuff. Increased champion spawn rate. You know, chance for piles of woven echoes. Chance for, like, obviously there's something like the abyssal trap, right? Chance for Shade of Orbis to spawn in your echoes. But, you know, chance for increased champion, chance for stuff. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I think they were onto something with Fury and Fortune. All rare enemies are permanently enraged, so you take a negative, but you now get something positive out of it. So you increase the difficulty a little bit, but you now get a benefit back as a result. That's what I mean by juicing, is more Fury and Fortune. Not necessarily make number go bigger, but like you can control increasing difficulty. Because right now, like, I don't know if you've noticed, so we used to, you know, we still do sort of, but when we're going through these, hold up. Nothing wrong with that. But when we're going through these echoes, we take on a random modifier, right? 12% increased damage, blah, 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 right? This isn't really juicing. They really nerf these because they increase corruption scaling and then whatever. But if you look at just your normal run-of-the-mill Woven Echo, most of the time, what are you getting out of it? Increased health and damage. It's kind of boring. All right, you do a Woven Echo, increased health and damage. Increase health and damage. Increase health and damage. Right? You see what I'm saying? That's like that's largely what they've done here. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I think it would be cool if you're like, okay, let's get a bonus by, getting some juicing in the Weaver tree. That's what I mean. I would love to see them adding an unlock of Weaver Echo table in the hub. They can make it unlock. This one's just... They can make it unlock at rank 10 in Weaver's tree. I don't want to run 3 echoes every time to put in Weaver Echoes in the whip. Right, I got what you mean. You don't want to have to, rely specifically on the cemeteries. That's a fair adjustment. That's a fair request. I like the idea a lot. What, the Weaver tree? Like, you can get more juice in out of it? I'm probably going to make a season wish list video, and that's probably going to be prominently featured. Oh, at Saphicus. So you're talking about Saphicus's idea. No worries, Reefer. About juicing Weaver tree, doesn't it make cough a bit less impactful? What do you mean? Are you talking about doing prophecies? Like, do you think it'd be stepping on the toes of prophecies, increase difficulty of the game to just so you can get a better reward? I feel like they could. I was gonna say I feel like they could remedy that by making prophecies a little bit more on the nose, but then that would be right on the Curious about these ancient hunts. Hope it's not like PoE Einhar. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, I see what you mean, Savicus. It doesn't necessarily have to be like specific drops. Obviously, I use Fortune and Glory as an example. It could be generic increases in your item chance drop rate, your item rarity. It could be increases there in that regard. Guys, any advice on getting red rings on Koff? I started with Merchant. I like trading stuff, but no red rings in that. Reefer Sage coming in hot with the tier 1 sub. You've been subscribed for 13 months. Hey man, I appreciate it. Welcome back. Welcome back to the bike family, man. Yeah, Javier, my only advice there is push corruption as high as comfortably possible and do the prophecies. You don't feel that big of a difference. I think the way they got rewards set up right now is fine. I don't necessarily want to see... I don't necessarily even want to see like increased drop rates of items, like maybe materials or gold or something like that, runes. It would just be cool to be able to add on a little extra juice in there that doesn't necessarily mean always increasing corruption. It's something that you can control a little bit more other than, oh, increase corruption, decrease corruption, you know, that sort of thing. The only thing that they get from Rune of Ascendance is a chance to get their Rune of Ascendance back. Javier. In Circle of Fortune, you can get your Rune of Ascendance back from if you use the Rune of Ascendance on a Circle of Fortune tagged item. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the LP chance is applied to items that are found through Runes of Ascendance. I believe so. But if you're talking about like actual item drop rate, I don't think there's any like special bonus. Red Ring, just run Rune Prophecy's best way. That's what that's what I said. Push corruption as high as comfortably possible. Run Rune Prophecies. Yeah, so essentially, let's you know bring the class up to date on this. We got a Circle of Fortune, rank 2. 45% chance for Runes of Ascendance to be preserved when used on an item that requires at least Circle of Fortune rank 1. So in this instance, this ring right here is at least Circle of Fortune rank 1. It's Circle of Fortune rank 6. So if I take this and I put it in here and then I use a Rune of Ascendance, I have a chance not to, well, not this specific ring because it has no fortune potential, but I have a chance to not use that Rune of Ascendance. And there's no way I would use a Rune of Ascendance on this ring. It is way too nice. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay. So we have 386 red rings, not red rings, runes. Let's see what happens. I preserved it. So let's try it again. I did not preserve it that time. Actually, I did. What if I got another? Oh, right, yeah. That's awesome. Well, there was one time, Javier, I think Savicus was here. So I put the ring in. I was like, hey guys, we're gonna try for a red ring. Let's see what happens. And I had like 5 rings, and I used, like, I don't know how many rings I had, but I used a Rune of Ascendance on the ring. First ring was a red ring. I was like, oh, it's gotten a lot of forging potential. That's cool. Filter with faction and item type. Put in Kaw faction. Put in your item type. You spent 200k favor on what? Talk about streamer luck? Yeah, many people accused me of being on a streamer client. They're like, hey, is he in offline mode? And I'm like, no. Talk to the 3 bars, yeah. Talk to the 3 bars. What's offline mode and why is it different? So, offline mode is the same exact mode as, it's the same exact game as last Epoch. The thing is, being offline, all files are located on your computer. So what you can do is you can edit the game files and give yourself the best items in the game, right? You can edit some files. It's pretty simple, apparently. I haven't done it personally, but you can give yourself, some of the best items in the game. For that reason, Offline mode and online mode are separate. You can't make a character in offline mode and then take it to the online mode, and vice versa. You can't take an online mode character and take it offline. The online characters are stored on last Epoch servers. So if you want to play your character on another device, you don't really have anything to worry about. Now, I'm pretty sure your saved file, your last Epoch save file for your offline characters would get saved to your Steam like save list, but for the most part, it's considered, stored on your computer. So offline mode still gets all the same updates online mode does. So when season 3 comes out, prevents min-maxing. It prevents you. It prevents you from going into your. It prevents you from going in and editing. So you can min-max through grinding, or you can min-max by editing a file and giving yourself best everything. Yeah. The online mode would give you would be the online mode would essentially be I guess a form of integrity. It's called cheating. I mean, it depends. I would say it's only cheating if you're using it to. It depends, right? You could edit multiple different things in offline. That's why I think it's murky in a gray area. People have used it to spawn items for builds to confirm that a build is good. I personally have some qualms with it. Giving yourself loot that you didn't find is cheating. It depends. Now, I'm not saying that it isn't cheating. It really depends on the person who interprets it. Correct? So, if I am somebody who's playing an offline, and I gave myself all this great loot, and then I went and told you, look at this build I made, look at all this loot I got, look how well it does, and you're like, wow, that's amazing. That's cool. How long did it take you? Oh, it took me a while. You're intentionally being deceptive. And you're saying, yeah, it's possible, man. It took me a while, but I was able to get it all. Yeah, you can too. And then you going, well, look, this guy did it. Let me go out there and start looking for all this gear. And then you spend some time trying to put it all together. And after a while, you realize that this is just, they're like, I don't have enough time for this. And then either the guy doubles down or finally fesses up that, yeah, I got everything there by putting it in. Yeah, you could call that, you can call that cheating. Especially if you're deceiving other people with it. It's also moddable, not necessary for cheating online. A little nonsense now and then is relished by the wisest men. Well, modding game files to gain advantage is cheating. True. Like, personally, you definitely play Legacy. Yeah. Personally, I just like playing online mode because it leaves... For me personally, I don't like doing builds where I can just immediately have items that I haven't found that I could just slot in. And then I wouldn't want to just stop there. Now, I understand there's some people, what they want to do is, hey, I just theory crafted a build. Okay, bro. Like, if I theory crafted a build and I was like, hey, I want to see, like, does this, like, even work? So you spawn best in slot everything. And you're like, oh, okay, this does work. Now, let's go into online mode and try and find all that gear. Like, it works with all of that, but let's see if we can find all that gear and how feasible. And then, after like 2 weeks, you're like, yo, like, this is going to take way too long. I'm not going to recommend this. then I think that's cool. But if all you do is spawn all that stuff in offline mode, put it together, and you're like, wow, this build's amazing. And then you tell everybody, this build's amazing. I've tested it. And it's using best in slot found. And then you don't even mention that, oh, yeah, I tested in offline mode where I spawned everything in. I definitely see Brow's point there. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, no, Dad. You didn't cause a stink. You didn't cause a stink. This has been a boiling point in the community lately. I understand that, bro. You have a personal qualifier. You have a personal qualifier in all of this. But I've known others who have tested in offline and then they're like, okay, it works. Let's actually make it work in online. But yeah, it's been a point of contention. Like, should it even be done at all? I'm personally of the opinion, like, I'd rather just go out there and, like, look for stuff. But I've heard others who have been like, hey, you know what? Like, originally I wasn't for it, but I tested some stuff offline. I found that it works. Then I went into online and I started looking for it. Use path of building. Well, that's the thing. You could theory craft something with last epoch tools, but sometimes, you know, you theory craft it and then you actually test it. I know I've done that. Remember when I put out my my bleeding hammers build guide before season 2 came out, and then I played it. I'm like, okay, so I've heard of path of building. I've never used path. I've never used path of building because I don't really play Path of Exile. How much different is path of building than last epoch tools? Oh my gosh, it actually worked. Same idea, just for PoE. Path of building is more accurate. Last epoch tools is pretty accurate, so It's more accurate for basics, but you still run into the same problems with most in-game damage calculations. Okay, I mean, I don't expect anything to be absolutely perfect. Whoever told me to imprint it before I slammed it, thank you. Thank you very much. Whoever told me to imprint it before I made the slam, you are a godsend. Well, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Let's see. There's also one thing that the skill says, and the other thing that it does in the in-game. Take Embrace the Darkness for Abyssal. Oh, are you talking? Yeah. It's bugged. And you're welcome. Thanks, Savicus. It was either Savicus or somebody else. It's always either these two. All right. Let's man. Well, let's go. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry, Javier. We got kind of... It wasn't me. I know, right? Javier, it's a real thing. I should start streaming and tell my wife to watch me YOLO. There you go, Javier. Yeah. YOLO, man. Get that streamer client in. I gotta remove this song. There we go. This one's fine. All right, here we go. We got two chances at this. Which one's got the better? It's this one. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this very nice looking sword with T7 melee attack speed and T7 spell damage. This is a, how do I put this? Judgement Paladin build. We're going to be slamming it with this 2LP Transcriber's Graver. I kind of already let you know what I want. We're going to be locking in the melee attack speed. Let's hope for the best. Hope for the best. All right, let's see what we got. This has been Slams with Bike. I should have expected it. Poison OP. Yeah, I agree, bro. I think the poison's just too strong on this one. All right, well, we got a second chance. Nice getting to see it live. That's right, Pochops. Cursed sword. I know. You were right, Savicus. I should have listened to you. You said this was so difficult to get these affixes on there. Nice getting to see it live. Right, Dad. You got to see one live. I know an easy way to get it. I know an easier way to get it. Hey, what's good? What's good, Telron? Welcome back. All right, here we go. Came into giggling bike. There's some context there. All right, let's try this again. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this 2LP Transcriber's Graver, and we're going to be slamming it with this sword. We will lock in the melee attack speed, and let's see what happens. Who knows? This guy. Be my good luck charm. This has been Slams with motherfucking Bike. Jeez. Brother. Poison OP. Dude, at least give me the ignite chance, man. Do I even have... I don't even have... Duped, same result, coincidence or bug? I mean, at this point, I don't even know. The nuance is not lost. Yeah, I have this one. I'm not going to use that. Well, back to prophecies. I need them to fix Rogue. First problem, Falcon isn't a Rogue. Oh, okay, yeah. So, Dad, what's going on? What's going on? Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, yeah. So what's going on is there's a system in the game. You know how games like Diablo have legendaries, right? They're kind of like orange in nature. So Last Epoch has games has items. Dude, CK coming in with the $25 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, what this game has is uniques, but they come with legendary potential. And what you can do is if a unique has legendary potential, you can potentially combine it with a like item. So this is a one-handed sword. I can combine it with a one-handed sword. In that box, you saw me combining it in. And since this has 3 legendary potential, that means 3 of the affixes on this item that are not sealed can go over, and it is random. All right, so there's a little thing there. There is a theory in the community that when you duplicate an item like this, let me show you. There is a rune in the game called Rune of Creation. They're kind of rare, but you can use it to duplicate an exalted item. You cannot duplicate uniques. It can only be used on purples, rares, and the like below, on craftable items. There is a theory in the Last Epoch community that if you duplicate an item and then slam it onto a unique, the result would be the same even if you replicated the slam again. And so far, that has happened to me 2 out of 3 times. I will duplicate an item, I will slam it to have random affixes go over, and the result has been the same 2 out of the 3 times. What I should say is I slammed 6 items, and 4 out of those 6 from the duped items, 2 duped items per. Yeah. Yeah. So, we don't know. It could be coincidence. It could. We don't know. That's what That's what Savicus was getting at. The only true rogue is Blade Dancer. I actually agree with you on that one. Like, when I think of a rogue, I think of a shadowed and I think of a shadow, like shadowy cloaked figure with a dagger. Yeah, should just try to lock in, guarantee. Yeah, so Dipsy, I'm not that smart. I think the idea was the preferable stats, the melee attack speed. Keep it, but you are 100% correct, Dipsy. It's bricked no matter what. So I should have locked in the spell damage since they're both T7. Are some better to do with than others? The thing is, it's supposed to be completely random, Dad, so we don't know. We don't know, like, what the code is in on the background. Yeah, we're talking about a 33% chance, right? I said the same thing. Yeah, I'm not going to use it anyway because I already have this. This sucks, but there was probably nothing on there that I would have used, so yeah. Hey, what's up, Blue Beyond? How's it going? Oh. Like, how to target farm an exalted item. I've been looking for a good katana for my multi-strike VK for some time, but no luck yet. Are you in Circle of Fortune? Selenophine? I'm sorry, I butchered your name. If that's the case, you're in Circle of Fortune, then set up your loot filter and do what I'm doing. Yeah, Bazaar is best target farm. But if you're in Circle of Fortune, I guess finding 3LP Red Sword. I've been having a hard time finding 3LP. Not a bad shout to lock in other T7. Yeah, like I said, I'm not that smart, so. I'm hyped for the next season. I am too, man. It looks like Dino Hunt. My wife was excited. She was like, look, there's dinos. I'm like, yeah, yes, baby. There's dinos. You already made a song for it? Can I have a plan? Oh, what I'm doing right now? Sure. Hold up. Dude, thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, man. So excited for season 3. They announced it today. If you haven't heard or you didn't see my title, August 21st, season 3. Looks like we're going to the ancient era. What? Dipsy Winky, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Let me import this guy real quick. There you go, Dipsy. You're very welcome. And Tilron comes in with the gifted sub to Dipsy Winky. Thank you for taking care of our new friend. Thank you. Tilron comes in and gifts a sub to Cello. Trader comes in with the 5 bomb, and we hit the goal of 100 subs on Twitch. Thank you very much. And that sends us into a level 3 hype train on Twitch. Thank you. One went to Warden of Winter. That's what I'm talking about. Sure. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Why didn't I like your super chat? There we go. Thank you again, CK. Trader coming in with 100 bits. Thank you very much. Oh, wait. Why did I do that? Abomination. Just uninstalled C. I know. I'm sorry, bro.
Emotional, damn it.
Welcome to Slams with Bike without ads. This is true. This is true. All right. Well, shopping with Bike is now finished, so let's get out there. Yo, Tilron coming in with the 200 bits. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is actually not bad. Trader comes in with the 101 bits. Thanks, guys. You guys, man. Tilron coming in with 102 bits. Seems we have a bit off. Yeah, I think so. We have, you know, a bit off over on Twitch. Yeah, and there it is. There 103 bits from Sadistic Trader. And the hype train is over. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Until Ron comes in with 104. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. And then Trader comes, claps back with a, okay. I'm not even going to shout him out anymore. Thank you so much, guys, for all the generosity. The bits. The bits. Yeah. Goodbye. All right. Like, I will literally, I should plug this into my loot filter. I will take no LP transcribers at this point. Okay. Seems good. Got 3 in 1 echo. We need a bit war emote bike. Okay. A bit war emote. All right, I'll see what I can do. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go to here. Let's see. Okay. We'll see what becomes of that. Yeah, let's get iron. I'm not smart to be. Maybe something about... Hey! Yeah, there you go. There you go, Dad. I'm from a good 3 LP Sunwreath now. I had 2 of them, decent slam slot. They're less rare, but no luck. True. I feel like they're not that rare, but I think you're right. I think they are actually a little bit rarer. I just got lucky having a couple 3 LPs. I want to get health on them. Yeah, so these are my current rings. I like every single affix on there. I kind of just... I don't want to give them up for Sunwreath rings, but I could, I guess. Unique rare prophecies? Sorry, rain prophecies. Unique oh, okay, okay. You got a 3 LP imprinted. And that's it. Time for Chris to hang it up. Have a good night, Chris. You too, man. Good luck. Hope you get a 3 LP. I'll just settle for a 2 LP with the good rolls. I have 3 LP slam with T7 healing effectiveness, T5 attunement, T5 health regen. I want health instead of health regen. Is that the Savicus, is that the hybrid health regen? Or is that just like standard health regen, like percent? Standard. Okay, standard. Oh, here we go. Let's get out of here. So what do I got here? Okay. Die 3 times at Uber Aberoth with less than 100 overkill, so that might help. Yeah, I got you. You know what? One thing for season 3 I wouldn't mind seeing is a bit of a Weaver's facelift. I know it's all about the spiders and everything, but at least like these random zones, like, you know, like now that we know there's going to be like some dinosaurs, some, you know, possible, you know, the ancient era stuff. I think it'd be cool to see a little bit of a facelift, because if we're all going to be spending most of our time presumably still in monoliths, I think I'd like to. I mean, this map still looks the same every single time, and there's nothing wrong with the webs and everything. A little bit of a facelift, that's all. Armor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, about that. Sure. Take him out! Gotta keep them separated. Whoopsh. There we go. Okay. I mean, at this point, though, like, I actually need the freaking... I need to go do some of those prophecies real quick. I actually need the... Like, having some of the Exalted's cool, but... Hold up. I need to go do some of those prophecies. Also, at this point, I'm thinking maybe I should just use Polaris. I got like 50 strength. Use Polaris, get some of the spell damage that way. I mean, I'll be missing out on the pen. That's about it. But like, this sword's been so freaking finicky, man. This transcriber's sword has been so finicky. Like, I got 3 LP Palaruses just sitting around. And obviously, I'm not spec'd into, I'm not spec'd into Smite, but I would be casting some free Smites. They wouldn't be doing much of anything. Yeah, because this sword has been so freaking annoying. Oh, I got a transcribers. 1 LP. Oh, you know what? I should have thrown down a turtle. For those who haven't played the game before, be like, wait, what? Did you throw down a turtle? Oh, oops. Oh, I did. I did throw down a turtle. Let's go. Oh, let's go. As the turtle in the last D&D campaign, some context would be nice. Throw down a turtle. Hey, yo, listen here, Tilron. Dude, look, I feel like the game's pointing me in the direction of use a Palarus. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. I got 2 LP out of it. Okay. Good luck. Hey, thank you, Solano. Thank you. Where'd I put the swords? Right here? Oh, this might be the simpler one. Okay, let's see. We back. Hey, what's up, G Money? How's it going, man? Welcome back. Just take a little chance. Okay. I definitely don't want that. Okay. I chickened out. Not the greatest. Definitely not the greatest. Okay. Okay, I'm wondering though, could we get away with using a crystal sword? Like just on its own merit, just a crystal sword. Because you get the melee elemental damage, 75%. That's probably not enough. But I was also thinking the 10% elemental melee skill. Attack speed. Okay, let's try this out. Let's try this out. Okay, let's do this. Hey, what are you up to today, G buddy? Nah, that elemental pen. True. Yeah, that you get from transcribers. It's just the thing is, I've had so much bad luck with transcribers. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of hot. I do kind of see it though. Chilling like a villain. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna lie though, just a crystal sword on its own is not too bad. Wait, I didn't even realize we're fighting amber elementals? Ah. I must have taken the node that lets them spawn. Another 3 LP Polaris. Guys, I feel like the game's trying to tell me something. There we go. Okay, I need to test something real quick. I'm gonna be a DPS tech. Transcriber, the best sword for the character for the build. Yeah, hypothetically, if you can actually get one with the right stuff. That's what I'm talking about, Savicus. Well done. All right, here we go. So we're going to be testing DPS of Crystal Sword with current rolls. We shall see. 1, 2, 3, go. I like turtles. Turtles are very good. Feeling like a villain. Going to the range tomorrow. Run some drills with my boys at 7 a.m. Though I need to sleep soon. Yeah, I got it, G-Money. You're going to the range. Are you doing like are you taking out a firearm? Paintball? Airsoft? What kind of range? Gun range. Okay. That's it. AR drills with pistol. Understood. Okay, dude, like, Crystal Sword is kind of the truth here. Okay. Okay, let's test. We do like real life scenario stuff. Understood. Understood, G-Mon. You're so excited for season 3. I'm excited too. I immediately asked for 1 week off. I did, wasn't I? I was like, yo, I hope it's in the middle to late August. That works for me. And sure enough. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. Now we're using transcribers on this one. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So I immediately asked for 1 week off. Work has no reason to deny me that leave. I got plenty of leave saved up. I was going to ask for 2 weeks, and I'm like, yo, this is the first time last Epoch EHG has actually met they said, hey, we'll see you in 3 to 4 months. And sure enough, here we are 4 months later. So I pulled back on taking off 2 weeks. So I only requested 1. That's it. Okay, transcribers, even without spell damage. Okay, yeah, you've made your point, transcribers. You've made your point. Transcribers still best in slot. I've been playing nothing but Sentinel, so I might go Shaman Tornado. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and squeeze in one Tornado Werebear build before next season. I had a lot of fun on that one. All right, so transcribers still best in slot. Okay, let's try. Let's do another slams with bike. We might try 2. I'm really curious about this Polaris Slam. All right, but we're going to do the Transcriber Slam first. Let's see if we can get it. Let's go. This episode of Slams with Bike brought to you by Failure. Alright, let's get it all set up in the right view. Get rid of that crap. At 20, sure. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this 2LP transcribers, and we're going to be slamming it with this crystal sword. We want melee attack speed and spell damage. I'm just going to say it. Guys, this is like my 7th or 8th attempt. So, let's see what happens. Let's just see. This has been Slams with Bike. Freaking traitor. That's a tanky boy. What's up, Javier? Oh man, dude, I'm just gonna slam with like forget this. Forget this. Yeah, I know, right?
No, God, please, no!
It's
no!
Viper Tail all over again. It is.
No!
What's up, bitches?
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna slam it with Polaris and see what we get. All right. At this point, I got nothing to lose. I mean, I'm going to be losing the elemental pin, but at this point, let's just do it. Transcribers compilation incoming. I mean, yeah, you guys might be getting a Transcribers compilation. Sorry, bro. Hey, you know what? It's all good, Javier. It's all good. Welcome back to another episode of Compromises with Bike. I've given up on transcribers. I'm just going to slam this Polaris, attempting to get melee attack speed and spell damage onto a unique weapon of any kind. This is a 3LP, so there's a chance that I don't get it. And let's see if I'm just truly cursed. Am I cursed? No. This has been Compromises with Bike. Oh, man. Okay, well now we gotta go test the damage. Oh, oops. So maybe on that last one, I mean, who knows? Maybe it reset everything. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. But it's a completely different base. It's a completely different base, Javier. I just finally gave up trying to make it work on the transcribers. Yeah, so far this is better than an elemental sword by itself. That's it. It's comparable, but actually not better than transcribers. Frick. I was hoping that extra spell damage would actually do something, but no. Yeah, let's retest transcribers. A $20 super chat from CK. Compromises with bike. I was digging the reefer forges earlier also. Hey, man. Whatever I could do to help you out, man. Thank you very much for the $20 super chat, CK. You've been very generous. Thank you. All right. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. Judgment Pally. Yeah, I'm passing Judgment. Was taking a beer break. Yeah. Welcome back to Compromises with Bike. That's it. Yeah, Polaris is good. If I had Fire Pin, if I had gotten T5 Fire Pin, I think it would have been in the running. A 3LP Polaris with melee attack speed, spell damage, and T5 Fire Pin would be comparable to a 2LP Transcribers, but if Transcribers ever gets T7 melee attack speed, T5, or anywhere from T5 to T7 spell damage, it's a wrap. Best in slot. But Polaris it's very close. So this I'll probably recommend. Hey, if you guys are having trouble with the Transcribers, try using a Polaris. I can get 3 LPs very easy. Okay, well, I guess it's time for some attempts. All right, here we go. We're going to do an Uber Aberoth attempt just for you guys. Just for you guys. Dude, look how it gets all that purple. It should, as long as the damage you're doing is fire. I mean, I guess I could... $100 if you get it first try. Oh man. Oh man. It ain't gonna happen, CK, but thank you. It's just a very, very long fight. Appreciate it, guys. Come on. Was she dead? Oh, there she is. I might be dead. Come on. Okay, cool. Come on. Come on. Just like no damage. Come on. Okay. Come on, where's Fatty at? Was Fatty not spawned yet? Welcome to It's Gonna Be a While with Bike. Hold! Oh, what? Ground of Destruction. Bullshit. I swear, every time I fight Uber Aberoth, like out of nowhere, there'll just be a you get one shot for no apparent reason. No apparent reason. It's just like, you're dead. You've been here long enough. Every single time, man. Like, honestly, bro, I just need that fracking sword, man. We could also go for some more damage on the reins. Appreciate it. Thanks. Thanks, trader. Let's check my prophecies. Emperor of Corpses, champions. How do I think they're going to change the Uber fight? I don't think they are. So around, thank you for the 5 bits. I don't think they're going to change it. I think it's serving a purpose right now. Is 3LP rare? Is it possible to get from Nemesis Egg or drop only? Depends on the specific item. Like, I can get 3LP Palaruses pretty easily. But 3LP transcribers? Nah, 6 bits. So we're gonna go back up here and let's just giga farm the Emperor of Corpses. Become a 4 LP. No, good try. I appreciate it, CK. I was trying Ab with my Lich and it didn't feel good. I feel like 95% of the builds in this game can't touch Uber, and all my 1k corruption builds felt only all my 1k corruption builds only Pally felt okay. Oh, and VK, yeah. So Blue Beyond, have you killed Uber Aberoth? No, I've gotten him to last phase, but 6 characters at 1k corruption and 0 kills. Yeah, I got you. I think all the builds I put out this cycle, except for the Forge Guard build and the Lightning Javelin build, have killed Uber not killed Uber, have done 1000 corruption. Yeah, I don't think, yeah, so I don't think they're gonna nerf Uber Aberoth because he's doing what, in my opinion, he was intended to do, which is, you know, weed out the super OP builds. I would be fine with more attempts. I would be fine with more attempts on this character, but I think the fact of the matter is, like, it takes so long to get to the interesting parts of the fight on this style of build, which is fine. Well, not necessarily the style, but also just my level of gear. I feel like I have pretty good gear. One other thing I could think of, I mean, Twisted Heart gives us a lot, but if we wanted a little bit more damage, I don't have one on me, but like an Ashes of Orokin, I don't think Soulfire would work. Soulfire, 10% more spell damage. We are dealing spell damage. Increased fire damage. If we haven't. 100% increased armor while ignited. Okay. I mean, I guess this is a possibility. Darn, got so many stacks of resistance debuff. Got him to last phase. I really think I got to get that sword and maybe like okay. Like how many I got a 3 LP Sunwreath. A 3 LP Sunwreath, 2 3 LP Sunwreaths. What should we prioritize? Okay, let's take off my reins right now. So my reins right now, together, give me a frick ton of health. Let's see. Do we have any elemental damage over time? I mean, if I can get health on there, even better, but exalted elemental damage over time. No, it doesn't look like it. So I would have to go farm some more rings. Honestly, it just kind of feels like we need more time on this build. I might just have to play. Like, if I get this correct with Orion's Eye, all my void damage is taken as fire, so I don't need any void resistance at all, right? I believe you are correct, yes. So, I could post a build guide. I could post a build update. So, I didn't get to stream on Monday because it was my brother's birthday. And then I'm not going to be streaming this game tomorrow because we have a sponsored stream as well as a stream with Lunavix. So I could just continue this build next week. Like, I feel like we could, there's just a little bit more we can do with this. I mean, unless I can get, like, super lucky with this. Yeah, I got you. Okay, try shuffling the tiers. Wait. No. No, yeah, shuffle. Okay. Get lucky. We did. Now, elemental. Get lucky. Okay. Okay, this isn't bad, though. Okay, this isn't bad, though. Now, sadly, I can't make a copy of this. So, sadly, I can't make a copy of this, but I could run, like, one ring. And then run this. Not this specific ring, but I could run something like this. And what if I slammed it onto... I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to do this for science. There we go. Slams with bike. Let's do this. You got nothing on me. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this very nice Ivory Ring with double T7 and some health and cold resistance. And we have this 3 LP Sun Wreath. So the dream is to take a guess. Let's see what happens. Should I just let the... No. No, I should not let the fates decide. I should lock in one affix and pray. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Did we get cold resistance? I got the damage, though. I got the damage, but we got cold resistance. This has been Slams with Bike. Thank you so much for the likes over on YouTube, guys. You guys are awesome. I mean, it's not bricked. I wanted the health. I wanted elemental damage over time, increased elemental damage, and then health. Because look at this ring that I have right now. With these two rings, let me actually swap them just so they look better. I have, yeah, okay, just to make sure you guys can see that. I have 4,933 health. And then when I replace one of these rings, I've lost, you know, what is that, 600 health? Yeah, about 600 health by replacing one of these rings. Now, that's not too bad, but it would have been a lot easier had I had... Oh my god, I didn't even really look at the... Oh my god. I didn't even look. Of the 3LP of the 2 3LP rings, I chose the low rolled one without even paying attention. Oh my god. Well, let's see. Do we got another ring? Do we have another ring that we can, you know, throw away? We do. Okay. Hold up. Elemental damage over time. All right. This is what we do. Keep the health, bring the dodge rating over. Okay. Can this become something useful? No. Arguably okay. Oh. Oh no. Just out of spite. Out of spite, I just did that. Out of spite, I just did that. Bricks with bike? Yeah, I know. Well, here's one thing I could do. I could sacrifice one of my god rings. Because this is the same ring duped. I could sacrifice one of them in the name of possibly getting a damage increase. Guys, there's times in our lives where we gotta take a chance. I think this is it, guys. I am super nervous. Okay, like I'm gonna lock in one of the health, but if I don't get the other one, brother. Oh. The god roll here would be health, elemental damage over time, Sunwreath. Oh, guys, I am nervous about this. Oh. This is a sacrifice that must be made. Can I imprint the Exalt? I'm not as worried. Yes, I can. It doesn't have any forging potential, but I did dupe it. This is what I've been running. I've been running these two rings. All right. Welcome back to being absolutely sick with bike. Let's see. My luck's been bad. Let's do that again. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bikes. So I've been running for. Let's run that again. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. I have been running these two opal rings. Well, they're not. They're one ring that I duped with very good rolls, essentially, on a Judgement Paladin. The time has come where I have to say goodbye to one of them, as I'm going to be slamming it into this 3LP Sunwreath. The hope and the dream is to get increased elemental damage over time, health. Now, technically, we can't go wrong either way, but securing the health would be a nice touch. I think if we get strength, health, this is actually a bit of a dud, because the damage that we would get from Sunwreath would only make up for the loss of increased elemental damage over time. So, wish me luck. Oh, oops. Oh, I am nervous, chat. Let's lock in the T7. I just said goodbye to one of my rings. This is Bricks with Bike. I cannot get any luck tonight. I mean, technically, it is the smallest of damage upgrades. Technically, it is the smallest of damage upgrades. With that 42 fire, technically, it's a loss because I lost the two all attributes I got. This week has just been bad. This week has just been terrible, man. Man, I've been getting... I guess you got some armor? Yeah, but that's the thing. This is what I had. 9% cooldown recovery, plus 2 all attributes. Increase elemental damage over time, strength, health. I mean, I guess you're right. We got some armor out of it. We got to keep that. Technically, I feel like I lost. I just lost out. I lost out on the 2 vitality I got, which now I'm right on the edge with poison resist. Man. Oh. It's been rough. Right, but look. You have 42% fire damage, 80% fire damage over time. What does that equal? 122% increased fire damage, technically over time. I lost 110 increased elemental damage over time. So, in essence, Big Red Jedi, thank you so much for gifting a sub, and it goes to Lucky Bandit. Thank you very much. So, in essence, I gained 12% fire damage, but lost 2 strength, 2 vitality, 2 attunement, 2 everything. This scales with strength and attunement. What is the damage scaling? 4%. So I lost, so that was 2 strength, 2 attunement. That was 8. So I lost 16. Okay, here. Let me just do the math right here. So So we're now at 122% increased fire damage, and we lost 110. Cooldown's worst loss. It would only have been worth it if I had gotten that increased elemental damage over time to go over. Because yes, I would have lost strength. Strength of oops. Because with the strength, that's 8 times 4. That's 32% damage. So I would have lost that, but gained, yeah. You already know. Oh, man. Also, it just doesn't look as good anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
Emotional.
Yeah, you're right, Big Red Jedi. This is emotional damage. It is actually an overall damage loss. Hey, man. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've been pretty lucky with my builds. I've been pretty lucky with my builds. This has been probably the worst luck I've had. I was trying to find the silver lining, but yeah, it's really just bad. I shouldn't have just done the slam. I should have just left my rings there. I mean, that's what I needed to do. Had enough, which I'm inclined to agree with you. Anything with a tier 7 on it? Alright, let's see what we can get out of these. We'll turn that into melee attack speed. Melee attack speed. Melee attack speed. No. Melee attack speed. 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 Melee attack. Honestly, guys, I think I'm just going to throw in the towel tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and see who is streaming this game. In the last Epoch directory. Yo, Zambriel. Zambriel stream. You know what? Bad Dennis is streaming. I haven't rated him in a while. He's good, people. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid Bad Dentist. He's good people, man. All right, if you're over here on Twitch, we're going to go ahead and send you all over towards Bad Dentist, friend of the channel. This guy, he plays this game a lot, and he streams when he can. He's a cool guy. Yeah, I think on Monday we will go live with Judgment again. Unless over the weekend I have a change of heart. I definitely wanted to have this week be more of a triumphant end with this build. Hopefully, hoping that we could kill Uber Aberoth. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So yeah. So unless I change my mind, we'll keep trying Judgment Paladin. If not, I'll be going live with a Racing Strike Void Knight. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys. Say hi to Bad Dentist for us, and you guys take care. Peace out. All right, YouTube, thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll be back again tomorrow. We're gonna have. It's not gonna be Last Epoch. It's gonna be a Dead by Daylight stream with friend of the channel Luna Vixen. Then we'll be back to Last Epoch on Monday. You guys take care.